bazabuza abantu ukuthi hey kanti imthethe ngabathi nanse angusebenzi ngomkhaya ukuthi simthethe undoda lo simela asebenze lo
Asebenza ngama legends lapho.
Iphathi phela kaka.
Olapha mama jayivala lapho.
Or maybe bamheta.
Yazuthi. Uthi bamthaka.
Oh yeah, wait.
Mina ngibonisiwe manje. Because italent talent. Ngiyakutshela.
Balalela.
Yaboniswa.
No, lalela.
Bamthaka.
Ngitshela amajita ntshela iCrew ukuthi cancel. Kese
cancel futhi.
Wabezidala.
Uzithele kuyo. Ayibona.
But wawaba khona vele rumor.
The talent that is here.
Yeah.
It's exceptional. The talent that is
when walizwa yini rumor.
It's too much.
I'm telling you. Rumor lokuthi waloya.
Yeah, wenze kahle wamle.
Mana. Irumor lokuthi waloya wena okwalizwa yini.
Irumor elinjani?
Ndoda khuluma iqiniso la
asika
podcast yabantu. Khuluma iqiniso. Irumor likhona leke lavela. Ngesikhathi usudlalela ku Eastern Cape kukhona irumor elukuthi undoda lo okwenza ukuthi angasaphakami futhi khona into abamenzayo.
Ungathi rumor. Ngisho ukuthi khona abala kungena la njengomuntu udinge sometimes ukuthi impilo yakho. Phela uma umuntu uyangena sometimes kwezinye indawo anti utshela lezi izinto ungazidinganga. Abakaze ukutshela into efana nale ukuthi ngani kulomuntu lesandla empilweni yakho.
Ya khona vele kunjalo khona.
Nasinda.
Wangathi receive it now is prophet. So noma kwazi lento enjalo wangodinga usizo.
Usizo vele ngiyalidinga.
Kakhulu.
Lizwe khona lapha exclusive ku podcast yabantu. Sesibuyile, sifikile, siphethe undoda lo dala simdinga. Safe to say ukuthi this is the second week sifuna ukuthi sishude engatholakala uzowabuya namhlanje bese cancela futhi bahlali kodwa stateina angeke sivume simfune phila. Welcome sesibuyele futhi kwesinye isiqephu le i-podcast yabantu i-podcast emnandi othi nxa uyibukele uhleke ukhale ube inspired konke nje okufunayo ukuthola khona lana sidocumente history yethu sisixoxele kube mnandi hamba lesiqolo sejwayo
MC Moshaba siqolo sasejwana follow phansi eqela ka2 emajwaneni angithi thina sithi sithemba inkani sesibuyile njalo abafana ababokelwa ngedata abafana ababona kumabona kude abangabonakali nje very cheap and very simple angithi sesikhona ngesinye isiqephu njalo esimnandi kakhulu esipodcast yabantu utsho futhi yena le yi-podcast yabantu namhlanje siphethe ezinkulu siphethe ama legends mawuthanda nawe ngibona abaningi sebemanga ukuthi hey khali mfusaphi lo muntu limtataphi sesemfuli lethazi podcast yabantu by popular demand sabiya la epila la podcast sizothi thina sike sithi kuncokola sixoxe laye yelizwele bahlala lapha elikhona into ezimnandi kakhulu esiphathele zona Jovi
nxa usakhumbula ukukona kwakuthiwa i-urban cruise ngesikhathi imusic isaseyimusic
madoda
abaningi bakonjwa abaningi bayalwa sasabhala ama-autobook
yakho ama lyrics wena Jovi ngikhumbula uyabona mawule le lyric kumbunga bhala incwadi ukugcinela ubusufaka dedication usindiwe by Otis Ngwabi ufake nje ama lyrics akho uyakwazi ukuthi yabona ama cherry so
bagcwala
kiss before you open sekhumbula kiss before you open wakwamangela incwadi
wena
ngepene bo
pinda envelope eyi-1 usebenzisa uzwisise ebantwini abahlukeneyo.
Has that excitement WhatsApp yapambanisa man yokubhala incwadi nge-writing esima lena wayibhale ngayo esikolweni wena
mfowethu kunjani?
Angiphilile kunjani?
Welcome siyakwamukela abaningi nxa sithi Otis Ngwabi bathi mbani nalo but nyawo sama 80s ama 70s ngale baba sama 2000 basazobakwazi ngoba wena usazobuya sicela uzethule ungubani kahle ibizo lakho liphelele lesibongo.
Mina ngu-Otis wangwabi wakwamasuku.
Okay.
Uzwide umkhatsho.
So ungwabi yini stem?
Ngwabi isibongo sika ukhulu.
Okay.
So into eyenzekayo ukuthi uze bathatha isibongo sakwaNgwabi. Ngesikhathi sempi lapha ngiyakhumbula saselabo lookout masuku.
Okay. Impi yombangazwe
ngokwempi yombangazwe.
Leyimpi leyaba khona.
No impi yombangazwe.
Okay.
Alright.
So bekunabo lookout masuku anta lookout masuku bebedingwa ngesikhathi.
So wasomthathinji isibongo lachache.
Uchachache. So savele sasuleka lesasawo masuku.
But were you related to lookout masuku?
No, we're not, but I see that time.
Oh yeah, it is fantasy. Okay. So Ngwabi was trying to
uqatsha.
Okay.
Ukhulele nga?
Mina ngazalelwa eHarare.
Okay.
eParanyatwa.
Okay.
Khona ngazalelwa khona. Ubaba ubesebenza eHarare that time. Beli social khona le eHarare.
Okay.
So kulenkambi.
Yeah, ngikhulele enkambeni
KG6.
KG6.
Okay.
Yeah, ezinjalo.
Wafunda khona KG6.
No, I move to a townhouse eHarare. Yeah.
Isikolo wafunda ngaphi primary?
Isikolo ngafunda eZengeza High.
Okay.
Ezengeza, it was Zengeza. Yeah, it was Zengeza.
Alright.
Well, I think is that what makes you fluent in isiNdebele sisho.
Yeah, that's why I'm fluent on
isiNdebele and Shona.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Uzisizwa lapha Ndiwe. Abantu
Kodwa iphuma ku album ethi yona inkondlo zothando.
Yeah.
Angithi ingoma bisithi Ndiwe.
Didn't you also face backlash khona phana ngesikhathi ukhipha Ndiwe from ebantwini besindebele?
At first bakwamukela kwabamnandi. Yeah, bakwamukela kwabamnandi.
And then wasokusenzakala.
Waya ngokuya kwesikhathi. Most of abantu akade beuthanda music wami abantu base Harare.
Okay.
Ngati.
Yeah.
Ngasho naye. Even abantu bakobulawa yena bebeuthanda music wami bengixhasa kakhulu. Zonke indawo nje bengixhasa kakhulu.
Jofi, before sikhweze phambili. Abantu bazacana bebesibile mask ka Otis. Unendawo lenye ivoice eyisimanga kakhulu.
Yebo.
By popular demand.
Yes.
Yama-podcast amanje kunibecela. Sathi achaye nje okuyisiqephu okuncane nevoice yakhe liyana emzwilili abantu bezwe ukuthi kusase nguwe before siqhubeke
sepha ngathi impost
bathi bebisibele mask ka Otis.
Unini nibalisa ngalolu thando enginalo kuwe. Ngithi kungani engingasithembi mina ngalolu thando enginalo kuwe.
Listen to that.
That is the question that I have.
Isimbi sezwana ngathi yekani ngimtshaye.
Honest, mina.
Isimbi sezwana ngathi yekani ngimtshaye man.
Always when I see undoda lo khona lapha ku online yacaphuka. Ucaphuka lokano ukuthi why? But sizobuya sokhona ucaphuka.
Sizimbali.
Uyiqale nini music ukuthi manje la ngiyazizwa ukuthi kumele ngiyenze lento le.
Ngathi uthando lwemusic laqala ngisafunda khona le ezingeza primary. Angithi bebekuthanda ukudlala amarimba.
Yes.
Were you part of those crews?
No, I wasn't, even though I wasn't part of it, but I always felt uthando towards
music.
That time and coincidentally wenze ukuthi nami ngifunde endaweni lapho kade develop enjani. Befundisa music and then bedlala music.
Kwakunini lapha iminyaka ungathi yipi iminyaka leyo oqale khona?
Ngathi ngiqale ngo year 19 bani ngathi 19 bani. 1980.
Oh, so kanjiwe be.
No, not 1980. 1990.
1990.
Yeah, 1999.
Yeah.
Also high school already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Professionally manje
Urban groups.
uqala nini manje ukuthi hayi manje o maybe ngithi waya kuphi manje ukuthi uzuye recorder.
No, into eyenzekayo ukuthi at that time bekunaba like I became part of a group called Afrika Revenge.
You were part of Africa Revenge?
Yes, I was part of it was Afrika Revenge as a stable before they took
a group.
Before they became a group.
Also, Afrika Revenge was not a group, was a stable.
You know, Afrika Revenge was a stable.
Under who?
Under Raymond. Raymond.
Okay. So who introduced you to this stable?
It was who? It was a guy called Bongani. No, Bongani. We discovered each other somehow. You know, socially. You understand? We clicked like on a musical level. You understand? So I know he told me, I know, my guy, you are talented. May I feel like if I could introduce you to other producers who can maybe take your talent somewhere. So I introduced her to Philip Piri. He used to work for a certain company. Introduced me to Philip Piri, and Philip Piri introduced me to Raymond.
Okay.
So now sase stable laphana yikho lapho qala ukurecorda khona
yes yikho la ngaqala ukurecorda khona
as part of the group or as a solo artist.
No, as part of the group.
Lalibangaki lapha ngubani ababekhona vele ku Afrika Revenge ngaleso sikhathi?
It was me, Willis, Watafi, Taz, Chichi, Kylex. There was who else? Charles, Charlie. There were lots. A lot of guys.
And then when do you then start doing music? And what makes you break away from the Afrika Revenge?
No, what made me break away was because of nama differences.
The politics.
Yeah, politics.
What happened?
As such, but it was like sort of like a downgrade. A downgrade. Maybe now they hate their own idea that they wanted to put together. So they ended up like pushing Afrika Revenge.
So when you no longer wanted to belong to Afrika Revenge?
No, I still wanted to belong there, but now circumstances now they didn't allow me to still stick like in that place.
What kind of circumstances were there?
It was mainly like at that time I felt like I was being sidelined.
So like umaku record on the sensor.
Awusabizwa, awusafakwa.
Bakusideline kanjani?
Being sidelined like in terms of they didn't have much belief in what I wanted to.
What you could provide?
Yes,
as a person.
As a person.
Why do you think they were like that?
Maybe they were creating another idea. They wanted to create another idea, but now they wanted to lose everyone at the same time
and
remain as a duo. So
you're not the only one that left that time.
There are a couple of guys who stuck around, and then along the way,
So what exactly made you to say, look, I'm done? Because I don't think Woody. I'm done. I'm leaving this table. I'm leaving this group. I'm now going to do my own thing. Was there someone who came to you? What normal? Look, guy, you can do this alone. Or also figure whereby you can't take it anymore.
thing is, there's another person who introduced me to Cat House. If you remember, maybe if you still remember Cat House.
Okay.
Cat, where he was a big DJ.
Oh.
But it was a Cat. It was Cat House at the time. The stable. There's someone who introduced me to Cat House.
When you were still Africa.
Yeah, when I was still Africa.
Yes.
Then I moved there to Cat House. That's where I met.
So didn't this create any
beef nyana or ungazwani?
No, it didn't.
Did you have contracts with Africa Revenge, or you guys were just part of?
No, there were contracts. There were
The
contracts.
contract didn't stop you from moving across to the other stable.
At that time, yeah, until Easy
It expired.
Yeah.
So mausu ngene khona ngaku Cat House also, do you sign a deal or you just moving along with this guy?
At first, we wanted to. When I met Babongile, when I went to him.
Babongile uSkhonjwa?
Yeah, Babongile Uskon.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You met him where?
There's a friend of mine who introduced me to him. And then from there on, we started being creative. And said we basically like in terms of vibe. You understand?
You were still in Harare that time?
No, I was still I was in Bulawayo now.
When did you move from Harare to Bulawayo now?
No, I was in Bulawayo at that time before I moved to Harare. Yeah, just before I moved to Harare.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, so when did you move from Harare to Bulawayo? Because
okay, all right. On that note,
there's a part where you have lost us.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
all right. From Harare, I moved in 19. What? It was 1980. We moved in 1989, I think.
Okay.
So, but let's call us and guess.
No, I was still in primary at that time. I was still young.
You were still in primary.
Yeah.
Also, you moved from Harare while you were still.
Yeah, I was still young. Yeah, I was still at school.
Oh, wasuzoqeda ukufunda koBulawayo.
Yeah, Bulawayo Efusi Primary School.
Efusi.
Yeah, that's where I learned primary.
So
Okay.
how was it like Ufunda Efusi coming from Harare, where you have grown up speaking Isishona, and I believe there's a school called Ishona. Now you are on another province now.
Different language.
Different languages.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was a bit difficult for me because now I was more used to the other language.
Yes.
You understand? So when I started learning at FOC, teachers had a really hard time in terms of
Yes.
You understand? In terms of the language. Like saying, this guy,
But this one was
But did it take you time to grasp the language?
Yeah, it took me time. We spoke now. We mainly spoke Shona.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the language I was more used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, did it take you time to start now?
I was very paid. I was very paid. But until
So manje isecondary ngoFosi primary secondary usufunda koBulawayo.
and then secondary ngase ngifunda ngaqala ukufunda eNyanda.
All right.
Inyanda high school.
Yes.
Ngikho la ngifunda khona secondary.
Wadlulela phambili noma waphelela khona ku-form 4?
Ngaphelela khona.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to connect Jofi. You now starting where your journey in music.
Yes.
Were you still Bulawayo and like joining Africa Revenge?
Yeah.
Were you still Bulawayo or you were now in Harare?
No, I was still in Bulawayo that time.
So after Enyanda usuqedile isikole.
Yeah, after Enyanda.
So music into eqale usuqedile isikole.
Yeah, kahle uthi ngithathe professional
Yes.
eqala ukuthi ngiqale seqedile isikole.
Okay. But the Africa Revenge belies Harare.
Africa Revenge bise Harare, but they will also come to Bulawayo. They used to
Or they will come
and
for gigs.
for our recordings and stuff.
They record the studio Bulawayo.
I think it's Remonde. It's in Pating, that place, man. forgetting it.
Also, so
A hillside.
Oh, okay. So when mawusebenza labo laphayana, are you traveling to Harare or you only work with the Ngwabi Bienga? Because the phela bekungelo kuthiwa yenza recording uthumele, everything had to happen live.
Studio.
So how did you work around that?
No, we were good. Bona bebe right, like bona they were professional and they were about to break now in the industry as a Joe.
Awucabanga ukuthi wena ngoba ungapha kobulawayo wena bese Harare, I believe mostly in the group ungamashona wena ulindebele ngapha. Wasn't that the reason maybe why they ended up sidelining you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they would think along those lines.
They're not such people.
Nah, they're not such people.
When ubungabe umuntu anozama ukugcina usufita in, maybe going more to them than them coming to you.
No, actually, where we met, we call it like a studio, say hillside. That's where we started.
Okay.
That's where we started connecting.
And
I used to see them though, like on TV. They used to be up here a lot, like on TV. When they were breaking in the music industry. So that time, but at the same time, we'd meet Gary. So that's how we got connected, and that's how we got to know each other. Yeah.
So what then came out? What then came out from your clicking and vibing lobabongi lusikhonjwa because usasitshela lapha nasaqeda?
Okay. The friend who introduced me to Babongile is a musical person, and besazana nabantu base Cat House. So he tells me about Cat House and he says, "Now my guy, let me take you to Cat House." For the Cat House, then that's when I met Babongile and a guy called Rhymes. I think it's Itai my church. Those are the two guys that I met there. So, but I only clicked with Babongile because of his style, because of the way how he produced music as well. So that's how we clicked, and he asked me to do one or two things here and there, like sing on the mic.
Record.
Yeah.
So which was the first song that you recorded to say Cat House?
The first song that we recorded was Ndiwe. That's the first song that we wrote. Yeah, that's the first song.
Was there an album that was recorded? Was that Africa Revenge?
Yeah, there was Sigelela. It was a compilation album. Nabo Sigelela, Ai Afrika, Sigelela, Ilizwe lethu. I don't know if you still remember that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so then Ndiwe came now. Ndiwe was under Iketa.
Yeah, Ndiwe was not under Cat House
As such. You worked with Iketa.
But I worked with the producer who worked at Cat House.
Oh, okay.
So who were you signed? Like Ndiwe ngati like ama masters are honor by or
ama masters are honor Batin. I think it's Ndiwe Rockstar, which is owned by Babongile's Contractual.
Okay. Are you getting any royalties still from Ndiwe from those masters?
Thing is, I'm not as such.
Why?
I didn't. That time, I don't know. Maybe mhlawumbe bengakabi nolwazi kakhulu into ze-music. So thing is, we just recorded. We recorded the song. It was put all over.
So that song was all over.
Yeah, it was all
over radio stations.
I remember we launched it in Guero. The first time we launched it, was in Guero. Nabo DJ Scott, Nabo. What else was there? A lot of guys, German DJs, very well-known DJs. It was nice.
So could you safely say Ndiwe was your breakthrough song?
It was. It was.
Did you make money from that song?
I did. Like in terms of shows.
Okay.
In terms of shows I did.
But not on CD sales.
But not on CD sales. I never saw the money.
Like happy money.
Like MCD sales, I never saw the money.
What happened?
I can't tell. I can't tell.
Let's say this. Who was selling the CDs? Who was in charge of the sales?
Babongile was in charge of the sales.
Okay, and he didn't account for CD sales.
I don't know. Maybe that's how it worked.
Did you ask?
I didn't ask.
Have you asked?
Or you didn't care because you
I just left it like that.
Would you ask now singabuya la ababongile umbuzo ukuthi ndoda imali yami yama CD aya ngaphi?
Because I didn't even get a single
right
cent.
Because it's your money, it's your intellectual property.
Do you think there is money that is still due to you from Ndiwe?
Yes.
On what? On CD sales?
On CD sales,
yes.
As well, like on the problem is we didn't register the song. I don't know whether the song was registered at Zemora. I don't know. But somehow I feel like I robbed myself of so many things.
But for something that you worked hard on, like this song was big.
It was.
And it was playing on radio stations.
Yes, it was.
National radio
Who submitted it in a radio station?
I went with Babongile.
Yeah, because I don't think a radio station is you just figure out it, take CD and then go.
But I think
there is paperwork that is done.
I think some of the CDs, that type, I don't know. Maybe Nami Benga Rabin was.
When you were just drunk.
I mean, I was happy. We'll see. Now my song was playing on
but did you know
radio stations.
When music plays, Kuma radio stations, there's something called royalties, and they are also due to you.
At the time.
Did you know there were things like that? Music, I believe.
I think I went into it blinded.
Just for the love of it.
For the love of it first.
Because that song is even on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's your channels that are there.
Yeah,
I've been trying. I've been trying to report those channels. I don't know. Somehow they keep appearing. Somehow. I don't know how. Yeah.
So now, manje, I think ngaleso sikhathi yebo bongaboni ukuthi uyarojwa your CD sales agcina ungasakwazi kwenzakalana. When did you notice when manje ukuthi lana I'm being taken advantage of?
I never felt that way with Babongile because he gave me that platform.
Yeah.
He gave it to me wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
That's the first person to build my name as
Otis.
in a brand. Ngwabi. That's the guy who built it for me.
So now, from your shows, the proceeds from your shows, how did you handle them? Because I believe that song, as you are also confirming, made you money. What was happening to the money that you were getting?
To be honest, the money that I was making from the gigs, Babongile used to give me a lot of money. I don't wanna lie about it.
Yeah.
Why in together? Some shows that we're doing, you just give me, take it all. That's your money.
Ubusenza nona imali yakho?
Nami bengifika nami ngithenga ukudla ekhaya yabo.
Ubuthenga ukuthi?
Yeah, bengithenga.
Ubusugcwala yonke indawo?
Yeah,
ngoba phela umuntu ngathi le ngane ngaleso sikhathi
Ubamba.
No.
Akula abantu abalokuvela kuthi Otis lo umntana. Hayi kuliqiniso ndo. Akula abantu abalokuvela.
Hayi.
But abantwana la.
Nginayo yethu.
Onawe.
Umaziyo.
Osho hayi.
No osho. Phela Otis waleso sikhathi wayeyichama. Ade basukhulisa ukususindoda manje hayi.
Le music kade
oyenza urban grooves. Yayilana status. I believe them your shows. Youth yegcwala kakhulu. Kube mnandi kube njalo. Scream. Kwakunjani ukuscreamela lapha?
Ayikhona kwamnandi.
Wangakhulula isikipa njengabo Fantana.
Khona kwamnandi ngoba kwesisikhathi Wezisikhathi wawusenze ukuthi hey ubona umntwana nje akhiphe le yangaphansi ngela kuyeka
So bakuphuzela wependa. So now phuzela ipendule enzeni.
Ay uzolenza.
Oh, plus babona wayebelidopha amapeni. Bafayisa kamera umyafaka microphone. Wena usenzana ngepenti mase lipost.
Hayi angeke uzole.
Take us through the first show.
Yes.
The first live performance. Likushow ukuthi kwakungaphi and how you felt, especially sokusenzakala izinto njengazona lezi. Abantwana bamine lapha they are screaming. Otis.
I think it was a Hustlers at that time. Hustlers Leisure Center.
Yes.
There was a competition that was happening there.
Oh, okay.
And bekunabo judge abafana nabo Albert Nyathi.
Oh wow.
Nabo Morris Tash. Yes. Those were the judges that were there. So I was actually the last person who was supposed to. I had been registered the last person
To compete.
Oh, you are competing?
Yes, I was competing with other guys. I think I've forgotten most of the guys that I was competing.
What was the competition called?
It was something to do with it was part of dialogue. If you remember dialogue, radio dialogue.
Oh yes.
The show, they were the ones who were hosting that show.
Okay.
It was a musical show. Supposed to, if you bring your talent, your whole talent, then someone judges that they love your music. Then
Because you're fan of idol.
So
you performed last week.
Okay.
You know what happened?
when I performed, actually I was supposed to perform last, but then it happened that I ended up being the fourth person to perform there.
Yes.
How many people were there?
And there were lots. It was packed. There were a lot of people there. It was packed.
So isikhathi leso usurecordile yini vele uNdiwe or is it before?
Yeah, it was during those days when we were recording Ndiwe.
Ususaziwa already ngabantu noma bayaqalisa ukubona lapha.
Abanye babeqala. Abanye ngathi ngisho ukuthi ababeqala because I was still starting out. Besingakam release no Ndiwe at that time. Yeah, besingakam.
But yikho labo abantu abaqala waqala ukubona khona ukuthi abantu
bayijabulile
into yenza.
Yeah.
Competition show. Wangena.
Yeah,
Wahlabelana.
Umalishonina ngimithanda imicabango ikuwe umangilele iphupha nawe lezi nyembezi ngizikhithize.
Where is ambitious?
So vele wena kahle kahle umuntu ngazokuvusulele vele uyaqhulula ingoma. Because thanks.
Listen to this.
Yeah, kunjalo ngasho ngami.
Mthembo Albert Nyathi baphaka
Yeah, he was very impressed. That's when I also got a deal again from him.
Before you got a deal, did you win?
Yes, I won.
Were you
Number one.
Wow. Okay. What was the prize?
It was actually that time I think it was a lot of money, but I'm forgetting how much it was.
You remember Otis?
I'm forgetting how much it was, but it was a lot of money.
They paid you cash or is something that?
I was paid cash.
Yes. Did you take it home?
Yes, I took it home. And first of all, you have to buy some clothes.
But was she supporting you musically? Was she someone that did?
Hey, that's cool.
Cool. Yeah, is she still alive?
Yes, she's still alive.
Oh wow. Yeah. So why team talent now? Yeah.
I know she used to be proud if ever my bona a music article about Otis, yeah. Hamdan and I was very proud at that time, but even though, about like Obaba,
they want to show that.
You have a tour.
Yeah, I have a tour.
I think, no, guys, then this year, Father's Day, you went to me message, Daddy, I love you.
When I want to be like,
yeah, irresponsible to Manjana. because I understand. Kudala wangangihate. But I understand ukuthi angeke ikhulu but into engiyaziyo ukuthi la ehlala khona.
Yebo kuba
ngingathutsha mina abantu uzothiwa nguye lo uhlala
khona ngayo. Yabona ufana mlo. Funa mlo uma. Bathi sizikutshela la
angeke.
Ukuthi ngiyakuthanda mntanami. Never.
Washington wayisotsha manje vele
hardcore
asikhuluma
nje time la hardcore hayi bona uyacabanga ngiyathanda manje
you assume
ukuthi maybe ngiyathandwa lapho kumbe angithandwa
ama-album amangaki osuwakhiphile from back then until now?
Ngathi ngakhipha ubani inkondlo zothando.
Yes.
I keep Zulu but it was with another guy, Rashid Pierre.
Rashid, yes.
Keep and then was Zaban. Hey, I think I think
so I'm Mabile Upe.
I'm a bit.
Okay.
I mentioned from that show. Could it deal to from
Albert Nyaks? What happened?
Hey, with Albert Nyati, I think from that show, he approached me. But I know I love your voice. There's something there's something special about your voice, man. I need it. So can you give me a call? So I gave him a call, and he told me that no, he wanted me to come to Harare at that time. They were working on on a musical tour to London. So I became part of the group, like Imboni.
Yeah. You went to London?
No.
This was a promise, but
no, it wasn't a promise as such. I'm the one who messed up.
What did you do?
I'm the one who messed up.
What happened?
That time when that deal came, then I performed with Jonina.
Jonina?
Yeah, Jonina.
Where?
And it was in Harare. I know it wasn't in Harare. Go Bulawai. Rainbow. What is it? Rainbow?
Yes.
Rainbow Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, just down there in Luzi.
Yeah. That's where we were performing. So we exchanged numbers and we spoke. And he said, no, you can come to SA. When you come to SA, come and give me a call.
Jonina?
Yeah, Jonina.
Okay.
So
how was the experience though, like you performing with the legend there?
It was nice, man. It was nice. It was very nice. It was nice. I can't lie.
How did you lose the Albert Nyati deal?
I didn't lose it. I am the one who...
How did you mess up? Because you keep on going back. One who messed up.
I'm the one who messed up.
I
ended up not traveling with them.
What? How? Why?
To London?
Yeah.
What is happening with you? What did you do?
I came here to SA during the week when we were supposed to
But did he told you would know that I'm say London? So this is what is I'm including you in this. So will be available.
No, available is
for London.
Yeah, for the show.
Paperwork stuff, was it all done?
It was done.
And when you messed it up?
Yeah, I messed it up.
So you just decided to wake up and come to South Africa?
I gave Jonina a call and I said, no, come through.
And then?
But you had other commitments, Otis.
We work on something. I was supposed to have I don't know.
So when you were now comparing with London and Jonina, then you saw Jonina as a better option?
For that meantime, because I was telling myself that I'm only coming for
Otis, yeah, this is London.
I'm only coming for a week and then
Otis,
I'm going back.
This is London, yeah. London, South Africa, yeah. Choose. You choose South Africa instead of London. From a person that saw you from a person that saw you this big and thought, look, here is talent. Let me expose this. Let me go and expose you to the world. But now, when are you? What really came to your mind? Who convinced you to rather take the South African route and not go to London?
It was my own decision. I can't blame anyone. I don't know.
During that time, were you taking alcohol?
No, I wasn't.
You were not taking alcohol?
No,
Smoking, Toriro, you're not taking Toriro.
No,
there was no Njengu, there was a Toto. So, what was happening in your head?
I know.
I don't know what I was thinking as well.
So, who brought you to South Africa?
I came on my own.
What? No, I'm not going to London. Did you? Okay.
No, I was telling myself that I was coming for only that session for a week with them and work with them.
So now Suge Zimbabwe, do you call John in and say I'm coming or?
Yes, I called him.
What boy?
Yes.
Wafikela boy.
No, I'm feeling somewhere at a relative's place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Relative of which you
No, because I was actually coming for that project that I was supposed to.
So now, what exactly did you see in South Africa that made you and go and
London?
Commitments to go to London?
I don't know, maybe I enjoyed South Africa too much. That's why.
Was it the South African ladies?
I don't know what was happening.
No, did you by chance have a South African lady then?
Maufiga.
No. So what exactly that took you to make a decision that I'm going back?
Maybe it was the arts, I don't know, maybe that was rich at that time.
Then eventually what came out then of the John Nina project?
Nothing came out because we never recorded anything.
But did you give maybe Uber just a courtesy call to say, look, I'm now stuck in South Africa, I won't come back? Or you just decided to ignore him?
No, I told him, I called him.
Also like South Africa?
Yeah.
What exactly did you say?
I don't know.
Remember he's watching.
I remember I called him, I gave him a call.
What did you say to him?
I told him I was no longer
interested.
No, not interested.
Not coming.
Yeah.
But what did he say? Wasn't he disappointed?
No, he was.
What did he say to you?
He was disappointed because he was expecting what it all because the way we had raised, we had put a lot of hard work into it. So
and he was relying on you.
Yeah, he was actually looking forward to putting me like on forefront and do my thing.
Have you ever spoken to him after that since that time?
About this ordeal,
I tried going back to him several times and he would accept me and take me and then we would work and do more jobs like send some shows and all that stuff. So, yeah, so this case I could.
Even after that failure should fail, still be London.
Yes.
But those people live in London, now also fail, how did it feel?
No, it was painful. I missed an opportunity to go and shine there.
Yeah.
So it
But did you learn from that ordeal to say, look, Jovi,
I could have taken that opportunity.
Yeah, let me go back. And I know it's not the last show. Let me go back to Ubabu Abedinyati. Have a word with him and try and get another opportunity like this one. Did you do that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
How did it work out for you?
Oh, I think maybe somewhere. What happened is that
did you mess up again?
No, I didn't mess up. There were certain challenges that were there that ended up making me push to working Nabo Flash Cotton. If you remember Flash Cotton, Harare.
Why?
Because that time I was staying with Albert at his house.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you like?
Yes,
So you were someone that was treating you like you did.
Yeah, true.
And then how did you pay him back? You were messing up.
I messed up.
You just messing up.
No, I messed up big time. I messed up. He was really disappointed in me. Yeah, he was.
Now, this is South Africa. When the John Nina deal doesn't work, where to? Where do you go after that?
I went back. I went back home.
You went back home?
Yes. After going back home, I started doing shows again in they called me back in Harare. That time I was working at Flash Goto. This other guy called Sebede. And many artists. There's so many artists.
You still doing your Afro jazz, Afro pop, or you try?
Was it still urban groups?
I was at that time. Now I was trying to run away from the common urban groups.
But you were making money with it now urban groups.
Now I was going into a little bit of jazz. Now trying to explore into deeper jazz.
But you were making money with urban groups, Otis?
Yes, I was.
Then why would you leave money in North? What pushed you to want to explore jazz when there was money here? There are shows, there are girls also. There is fun. I think I don't bang there. I know. What really happened?
ngathi kweza lamashow amaningi ikwe esecabanga
khona uyayazi.
Serious?
Yes.
hayi ndoda ungazicabangisi kulunga.
No, I but ngiyakhumbula a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times now.
Okay, just take us through.
Most of the time, things would happen, ladies.
Usule 3 hotel room on one.
Yeah, somewhere.
Where's the jam, man? Bear mind.
I know.
Kumeka kona.
Bear mind. So 3 hotel.
No.
Happy.
Yeah. I said Otis.
No, at that time,
Otis.
They used to be. No, at that time, you know what? To be honest, I used to. There's this other lady. There's this other lady called Soneni that I used to laugh so much.
Yeah. Oh, like everything.
Yes.
When I an artist, faithful.
Yeah, faithful.
Oh, humble like my shows.
Yes.
Okay.
When I try my chances, sebekhumbula amapende bekuphose.
Hayi yena vele babengadlaleli.
Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Please story kona. There's a reason why you're telling us.
Yes.
Then what happened?
With what the relationship was.
Usoneni and the groupies.
Yes. Namba phela sebefuna Otis labo, they want a piece of cake of Otis.
Most of the time, you know what? I don't know. To me, I asked to go. Like it only happened maybe once.
I feel like Jansen they keep it paint to pose the buzwe.
Obviously, women though.
Did you have to explain why? Did you have to explain why if they keep it painted?
So many times.
So what would be the explanation now? Keep skipper, then if they keep it painted, my second will explain it.
Like, hey, I'm not putting nothing. Hey, that time, I think they would return. We loved each other so much that it's not familiar. It's like negativity.
Where is she?
I think I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
The way is so name.
I don't want to say.
She's watching.
Yeah. Do you miss
it?
Oh my God.
Do you miss it?
Very much. I do.
So name. Yes, we are kumbulo forward.
We are big. She's you.
Please. And every time, so many saying I'm going to love Malingo.
Exactly. And so many Sims was real love, eh? Yeah, what I love that the Macrins or Ula corner. So, Usoneni, why did you guys like you messed up?
Okay.
No, I didn't mess up.
Who messed up this time? Was it Sonen?
You know what?
Between the two of you, who messed up?
I think that was my first heartbreak. Really.
Serious.
Like serious.
So
That really affected
who messed up?
badly.
Who messed up?
I think I somehow messed up a little bit.
What Joel?
Not natural.
What is that?
I came this side.
Oh, then
Joel,
lost
and
communication.
then we lost. Like there was some sort of like distance.
You know, we move on.
She didn't move on. We still communicated, and she came to Joburg. We met. It was nice. We're planning things, and then somewhere I don't know.
What happens? As Otis said, I don't know. Yes, what? Sometimes he blacks out. And then something happens. Then he wakes up and like, I don't know. What happened, Zule? What did you do?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I think we're here I was in Joburg that time. I was in Joburg. I was supposed to meet her somewhere.
Did you get too busy for her, maybe?
I was working at that time. Yes, I was very busy at that time. I was working.
What was you getting music? You now decided.
No, I was still doing music in Upper Second. Yeah, I was still doing music.
So what kind of a job are you going to do? What do you want? He job you play.
Like that time, I think that time I was a waiter.
How did it feel? I'm this star from Zim. I've been making people dance.
Yes, I'm known.
I'm known. My voice is my invoice. And then all of a sudden, I'm now a waiter.
I took it as a stepping stone for.
It didn't disturb you somehow.
Somewhere I wanted to work and start creating my own studio.
Okay. Oh.
That was the
buy equipment.
Buy my own equipment.
Start producing your own music.
Producing my own music.
Otis.
Yeah.
Mvuka Ngwabi. Mvuka Masuku. Uphi sonini?
Mina ngamahunga.
So ngamahunga nje.
Mina ngendlela engangizwa nakho. Nangithi bese sehlukene. Bese sehlukene.
Lehlukane nini njani? Ukuthi lithi lena ngathi siunderstand ukuthi you were losing communication. Kuzokuthiwe asiyeke. Ngohambe nje.
Officially.
Ngathi bangishaya ngestina mfethu.
Awuzwanga phela bafana. Bangishaya ngestina South Africa mfethu.
Sengilapha eMzansi.
Okumuntu akuzwanga. Umuntu edladleni kumbe umuntu wala.
Umuntu wasekhaya.
Manje phela
yini walezinto
eyazi.
Wona ucabanga umuntu ayengona lezinto. Wona wabamba nje laba senjaya ngesithini.
Angabona.
Yeah.
The day I was supposed to meet her, I think the time somewhere in town there, you know, I was supposed to meet her, and then when I met her,
she was off.
I see her going with this group of friends and stuff. I'm thinking, those people didn't know me. I'm Tanda. I'm gonna now Rasta man.
Rasta. Ziyapuma. Shaba zakho.
Ubona nangu Rasta. Urasta wenza. Urasta wenza.
Hey, Rasta ngibona vele sizamela phambili nentombi yami.
Njani? Bahamba nje.
Uyambamba, mazamundwe.
Singiyasenza manje ukuthi no man.
Ethini kuwe mayikubona?
Silent.
Asanga akhuluma.
Kami introduce ngalo Rasta ku.
Waqala introduce as a friend, you know what I'm saying?
Bo mama. Asimsolo hope. Soneni. Was create a hope.
Wahambe hambile umuntu.
So, you know what we is a friend.
What we is a friend, but I felt how to. That's when I started. That was my first heartbreak. Ngahlukana naye.
Manje basabhale ngani ingoma ndoda.
Artist wahlutshwa umuntu. Yangena studio. But now how did it feel to be heartbroken?
It was It was the most painful thing.
Did you start doing anything because of this heartbreak?
You know, I quit my job that time.
Because of Usoni.
That's how I felt.
You couldn't work anymore.
I couldn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't cope.
So now you quit your job, then how do you survive at the time? It was only heartbreak.
What didn't matter then?
No, I could, at that time, I think I could afford the liquor with what I had saved. I said, but it was just...
From there onwards, how did you start viewing Utando, relationships? Didn't you punish the next person that you dated because of
that past?
So now, maybe you don't even trust this next person. Or like I was telling you, maybe
no, I never felt that way. You know, I think I gave myself time to heal through that.
Do you still believe in love?
Yes, I do. Very much.
It
still exists.
It still exists.
To me, yes,
it does. It's okay to love.
It's just that I have to find maybe
that right person.
That right person.
So you're currently
did you feel like maybe when you're still looking for a soname?
Yeah. A soname vision. You're single.
Currently. Yes, I am. No,
I'm a piece job.
No, I'm single.
You're single. For how long have you been single?
I'm coming out from a divorce.
Oh, you got married after that?
Yes. Oh, you happened to get married?
Yes.
And that's where you had your child?
Yes.
So, did you were married to a Zimbabwean or a South African?
South African.
Oh, you married to a South African?
Yes.
Is this here in Johannesburg or is it the time when you were down in the Cape?
No, when I was here in Joburg. Yeah.
So this person you had met her here?
Yeah, I met her here.
Then you married her?
Yes. Along as we moved on, let's decide to let's get.
So how long were you together before you divorced?
I think I can say 6 years.
6 years?
Yes.
How now coming to a divorce, it didn't work out?
Yes, it did.
What happened?
I think we fell out.
Yeah.
Okay, you just fell out apart.
Yeah, we fell out.
So you end up saying, look, let's
just give each other a space.
But have you survived from that divorce?
Yes,
emotionally, mentally?
Yes.
Do you think you're doing fine?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Out of that divorce?
Yes.
Do you think it was a wise decision to take?
For me, it was.
For her and then for her?
For my mental health, you
Yes.
know, it was. It was.
And for her, do you also...
Oh, Jofi, Utiena for his mental health, it was wise that he divorces. Meaning, it wasn't fine inside the relationship.
It was toxic.
Had you stayed, it was
Very
going to
toxic.
affect you.
Yeah, it was going to affect me.
Or was it violent?
It wasn't.
Like, it can be
Like
verbally or
Emotional abuse.
emotional abuse.
the emotional part.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was-
Things were said to you.
Things were swept under the carpet.
Like how?
Like we didn't communicate much. You know?
Things that were being swept under the carpets. Are these secrets or are these bad things or
No, they're not.
yeah?
It's just you know relationships are how they are. You know, each and every relationship has got its own problems.
So when did you feel now, Uti, look, I think the best way, because I think you even considered a child before you divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you confirm Uti that's where your child is? You own your marriage?
Actually, yes.
It's there.
Yeah.
So now, how did it affect umntana wakho now coming ukuthi abazali seliyahlukana? Did you address this? Umntana wakho how many years?
No, she's 13.
So we're talking of an adult here. did you at least make that honest yokuthi lihlala phansi limtshela ukuthi look mntanami we have decided ukuthi ayisibe apart but we still love you.
Yeah, we spoke about it. Sahlala phansi sa
lam address umntwana. Akuzange kube like divorce egcina soku.
No, we didn't want to
akuzange ibe le drama
to make a scene out of it.
Yeah.
How important is in the mental health we mentioned when it comes to when you are within the relationship, when you want to stay or when you want to leave? You mentioned it, and it's very important because sometimes these individuals start for granted. Maybe who is in a situation they don't know how to come out and they don't even know the importance of mental health.
You know, it's into ebalulekile ukuthi uzidinge wena
as a person
uphinde uzithole.
All right.
That's the most important, because if you morely like rely on a person, you know, you get disappointed along the way. You understand? So it's more important ukuthi now ufunde ukuthi uzimele wena ngokwakho, ukuthi even those situations when they come, we are prepared. If you are not prepared, those things affect you. You understand? Those things affect you. So I mean, like in my own situation, I felt like I was boxed in.
You went through things like depression.
Yeah, and I was beginning to
Did you talk to people when these problems were happening and you were feeling depressed? And did you talk to people? Was there support system going up? People that you shared to look, yes, I'm in this situation.
Yes, they are. You know,
is it family?
You know, you would try and talk to family members here and trying to resolve issues.
Because Jovi, I think I'm most of the times it's not easier.
True.
To speak out. And because most of the times that's why you drive them to the gutters, taking their own lives, very depressed. Some don't even return.
Yeah.
We are glad today when you managed at least to survive. And you're now you might not understand this story that you're sharing right now. I tell you,
very impactful.
It's impact out there. We've got men that are in these kind of situations, and not saying we want to judge your partner or whoever, but when in relationship kumele abantu bebe happy, kumele abantu bezwe kube ne communication. Of course we can't deny your problems abakhona there and there, but I think like what he's saying, it gets to a point whereby you can't go on anymore. For your sanity, like what you're saying, for your sanity, it has got to stop. You understand? So what would you share, advise abantu ngaphandle lapana, especially when it comes to like what he's saying, issues of mental health, especially toxic relationships, how to get out, when to get out, when to say I think it will be better or wiser for us to say let's stop this thing. Yes, because like you would have chosen to say because of my child, what in while it's when you understand? So what would you advise about that are in these kind of situations?
I think abantu into underestimate communication.
Okay.
When you're in relationships, it's important to communicate. It's important to be open to each other. You know, of which it's rare.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Of which it's rare. So, those are things that we underestimate most of the times. And I think into edinga I would say, if you're a couple, you need to communicate more often.
What if now lama issues and then you have got your partner that is not open to these kind of discussions?
Yes.
Chooses not to cooperate. Because it's not, yes, you might want to communicate with that kind of a person, with your partner and address issues. And also the partner Jofi that is not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the times it happens like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Simple, you walk away. Because most of the times when you stick around, you continue sticking around that toxic environment, it ends up affecting you. You understand? It affects your progress. It affects your confidence. It affects a lot of things.
Yeah, even in life in general.
Even in life in general.
Because sometimes, and the men having to think, Jofi, Oti, I want to, because for a man most of the times,
Yeah.
in such situations, which means I'm just walking away and leaving everything. And kumama most of the times, meaning when you need to make that hard decision to say, I'm walking out, and I'm walking out without anything.
Especially it's hard for a man to do that. It's hard for Chinamato to do that and just leave your marriage just like that. But in order for it to help you and you help yourself, it's wise just to walk away. If Maus Tola will say Kone loud no, it's just best to just leave everything and walk away.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary because that's where you end up putting yourself more into trouble.
So, did you have cases of you being depressed now?
No, I've never allowed myself to be depressed. I've never allowed it.
What did you do to sort of stop that from happening? What are the tips?
Mostly, I think music.
You had a hobby. You had something to do.
Yes, I had something to do.
To bury, to train, to drown your soul.
Yes.
So music healed you, they say.
Yeah.
So you was Bo Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
What was happening there?
I was working. I was working for Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Yeah. For this other company. It was a distribution company. Yeah.
Did you also do music that side? Because
yes, sir.
Some songs played where you were featured and but was Eastern Cape.
Yes, I did. I did a lot of shows with Lebu. Yeah.
No,
Lebu Mopeli.
Okay.
Yeah. Nati is a producer there in East London, Edoshe Sounds. I've worked with IklevaYeRasta.
Yes, that's the song with IklevaYeRasta.
IklevaYeRasta. I've worked with there's this other guy called Oscar. He does filming and stuff. Yeah.
So any success stories from there? Because we want it now online, but we don't really, especially back home, see what is down there. What came out of that period in Eastern Cape?
There was a lot of gigging. I was doing a lot of gigs like
but you didn't produce any single, or there was no album production or anything of that sort?
I did with IklevaYeRasta. There's a song called Buisela that we worked on IklevaYeRasta. Yeah, so that's our only project that I think which was the highlight of everything.
Did you make money from that side, or would you say it's the same story as from where you come from?
No, I did make money in terms of like doing gigs.
Gigs.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of gigging.
So when you're gigging, do you also sing your songs like Abonomzamo or Ndiwe?
Yes.
That side?
Yes, I do.
Did they knew what you were coming from Zimbabwe?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
How did they receive a song like Ndiwe, that side of the country?
By Tanda, they love it. They love it. It's something new to them. They want to listen. What's this? What kind of
genre is this?
Genre is this? What kind of music is this? Yeah.
So now, what is it? Well, like, who are you signed to now? Are you still doing music, or you gave up? Now
I'm independent.
You're not signed?
I'm not signed. But I would love to find
proper step.
A proper stable to work with.
What happened with Unat Nefertiti?
With Unati, there were complications that happened.
What complications?
Certain contractual agreements.
That you were meant to sign.
Yeah, that we were meant to sign.
Did you sign them?
No, we didn't accept the deal.
Okay, were there clauses that you will say they're not favorable for you to sign?
It's basically how Unati handled everything.
Because maybe if you share, you might help. Remember, when I'm an upcoming artist, that look out to people like you, that also during those hype, during those times, what would you say they must look out for, especially with stables and contracts? That when things that you could see when would know if it's like this I don't sign. What is it that they must also look up to? Remember that all these other generations that are coming now before you. And although we still want more of you, what would you say? What is it that is the contracts or stables that these upcoming artists need to watch out for?
It's mostly contracts. Yeah. Because sometimes you can sign a contract that will end up putting you in a certain box and you are not able to work.
Clauses. When specific to clauses to say something like this might not benefit you or might destroy your career, or I don't think it's proper for me to sign into maybe a clause etile.
Hey,
it might not be saying you're mentioning exactly what was in Nati's contracts, but I know you have seen contracts before. In general, what are those kind of clauses that you would advise an artist to scrutinize and say, such things like this, maybe it might not be wise for you to sign a document with these things?
Like, maybe most of the time, like, it's in terms of former percentages. Who to sign it, okay. If it's I don't know, most of the artists, they prefer taking these 360-degree deals. You understand? These are deals that mostly take more percentage
from the artist.
And then the artist just
Is this something similar?
Yeah, it's something similar
to that. Yes.
So what were the specifics with Diliako labo Nati?
Actually, what happened? Somehow, somewhere, the contract only favored
the staple.
Yes. So that's how.
In what terms?
Like in terms of like the whole project going to the stable.
Let's
Well,
say
Tina, we only work with the doing gigs, own royalties and everything. We are not there.
So would you say such a contract, you don't think it's wiser for anyone to sign such a thing?
No, it's not wise.
Because amagig is ngaphela or
guarantee.
Ana guarantee.
So sukanini from Konangale and coming back to Johannesburg. Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
No, I think it was in January.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
So we see the feature with Uzulu Boy and the other lady talking about Bella Charlie.
Yeah.
Uyenza when we are still under Nefertiti.
Yes, I science with actually Nefertiti was supposed to help us. push the project.
Okay.
We had actually got a distribution deal with this other company. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, you can. You're allowed.
CC Content Connect Africa.
Content Connect Africa. Okay.
That's we're supposed to release with Content Connect Africa. But then we had some differences in terms of contractual agreements in the other stable. So we decided to move out and release it on our own. So we went back to Content Connect Africa. We still continued with them. They asked us, do you still want us to continue with the distribution? We agreed. We said yes. We can go ahead.
But
deal work.
But don't you think they didn't do justice now to that song? Because that song, if you listen to it, it's powerful,
proper.
But now, if you look at the views, it's sad. It's bad.
Yeah, I think it was the lack of marketing there that Yabantu. I don't know how they deal with their things though. They were supposed to do marketing as well, but they didn't do much.
Was it part of the contract? Marketing?
Yes, it was part of the contract.
And I understand, Unomzamo, it's a song that was recorded Yaba re-recorded Mausula.
Yeah.
So the first time you recorded it, Ubobulawa?
In Harare. Actually.
In Harare.
With Umagdi. Yeah. That was the first person that I recorded the song with.
So who was doing the Shona vocals Unomzamo at first?
It was Bella Child.
Or it is still here?
Yeah.
So are you still working with her now?
Yes, I'm still working with her. Oh, you mean now?
Yes.
Yeah, we're still in contact, but we like on if there's any project that comes up that needs her to be there, I can call her. Yeah.
How did you get Uzulu Boy in that song?
It was actually Unati who brought Zulu Boy. I actually didn't know when it happened. We were supposed to go to the studio and record to Nomzamo. So I thought maybe it was only me at that time who was going to do the whole project.
So that you were not told?
I wasn't aware. Yeah, I wasn't aware.
Were you happy
to see him? Kind of, yes, I was because it wasn't the first time that I met Zulu Boy. I met Zulu Boy at Baseline. At Baseline.
But were you happy now to Umundu is part of the song? Were you happy about
Yes, I was. Yes, I was very excited. Yeah.
Did it help push the song Zulu Boy in that song?
Yes, it did. It did. Even though people were expecting more from the song. Actually, people wanted us to do the video. So, somehow, the fans were not our fans being for us to do a video.
Shouldn't the stable of foot that bill a video? It's an investment.
Yes.
To make money.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it, but then somehow the fans. So I tried contacting a couple of people about the song, trying to get sponsorship so that I could shoot the video.
And nothing came out.
Yeah, nothing came out.
Have you tried knocking on other doors besides, like you work with Abonati, your bigger stables, your Ambitious, your Kalawas? Have you tried knocking those doors?
Yes, I have.
And?
You meet people, somewhere it happens that it doesn't happen at that very moment.
What would you think, Utwena? Because look, you are talent yourself.
Yeah.
Why would people close doors for you? Why would stables not notice you? Why would they? Are people shutting doors for you when you go and knock into these channels where these guys know where to place talent?
I believe the right opportunity isn't arrived.
But me, how many years have you been into the music industry?
Yeah.
I've been pushing for a very long time.
Yeah. How many years? Let's say.
I can say 10.
I know it's more than 10.
It's more than 10. Because
When we music industry.
Hey,
How old is Ndiwe? How old is Ndiwe?
Since 2000.
Exactly.
so we're in 2022 now.
20
Already 12 years that, but Ndiwe told me record a very useful music industry
Exactly.
already. So it's more than 12 years.
Yeah, it's more than 10. It's more than, yeah.
My young people were 2000, so 2022, how many years?
Yes.
Can you call my 10 years differently?
More than 12.
It's 22 years.
Ah,
Yes,
Serious?
22 years
I
in the
know.
music industry. And do you think maybe when you are failing to manage your talent, do you need help in managing your talent?
Yes, I do.
Would you say to producers out there,
Managers,
stables out there,
sponsors.
abo Passion Java Records, abo Vusamkaya,
Our LA Beats.
abo LA Beats,
Yeah.
there are quite a lot. Abo Mtalus Koko Madlela.
Yes.
A lot of these people that have went there and they're trying.
Yeah.
Would you say maybe you need help?
Yes, I do.
To be honest with yourself.
Yes, to be honest with myself.
Yeah, you
Yes,
say, I really need help.
yeah, yes, I do.
And assistance in the talent lab.
Yes, I do.
Because I don't think Uti 22 years in industry will still be saying an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we saw people like Abaroki being saved
Yeah, true.
recently.
Yes.
And those are the people, the same generation, like
Yes.
Yes. So I think that maybe now you deserve that kind of a break whereby
Yes.
there will be this person that believes in you also and come and invest in you as a talent.
Yes.
But are you willing to give yourself when to say, look, if somebody comes and want to invest in my talent, I am willing to give it all and dedicate myself to that cause.
Yeah.
And we revive this career and this talent that is me that you need to share with the nation.
Yes, definitely 100% I do. You know, I do. I really need that help. You know, in terms of sponsors, getting people who can. I really need a team around me that can take me to greater heights. Yeah.
Uyasebenza wena kodwa akulo ngathi kusasa sebhathi lo siyamazi vela
Yahlupha.
lahlupha
Yabuya late kumagig.
magig yabuya late.
No, I'm not. I mean, if I commit myself to something, I really do, 100%. It's only that opportunities are not coming the way I want. I mean, I'm passionate about what I do.
So what are you doing currently to keep busy in terms of Ngwabi out of touch with the music? Do you perform kuma shows, gigs? I've heard ukuthi unokufika kuma function nyana la ufika ucule nyana la.
Yes, I do gigs. I do gigs now and then. You know, I do gigs.
Abantu laba bakubooka directly bekwazi, or do you have someone who's handling your bookings?
There's someone who was handling my bookings that I was trying to work with, but somehow, I don't know. Maybe ngendlela abasebenza ngakhona indlela engangijabulisiwe because ngifuna mina izinto ezihambayo yabona izinto ezingangakha as an artist, izinto ezingangisa phambili, not only temporary things, understand? So into engidingayo, I need to be somewhere where people say, okay, we're taking this talent, we are building you, we are doing this.
Like in South Africa sike sabona kulomthito othiwa nguRisin esimazi engwe rap kwahamba kwangathi sokuthula jikijiki sabonisa labo mapholisa nabo kabza usengusizwe alkaline sekhipha ipiano. Would you jump on that opportunity kubuye umuntu ongafuni the genre that you have been doing afika athi yenza nanti piano yenza nansi quiet or whatever it is, any other genre beside the one that you were based on?
Yes, I do every kind.
Is it piano song?
Piano-ish, deep house, yes.
I've done a reggae song with Nox.
Nox Kuni.
Yeah, Nox Kuni.
Oh, you've worked with Nox?
Yeah, I have. Like, it was a single. I think it was a single. It was part of a compilation. I think, the song was part of a compilation. Yeah.
And how is it doing? How is the song doing?
It's doing well. But it's been a long time since I've been following up on it.
So what do you want to do now?
I want to do me. I want to do the sound that's in my head.
What is that sound?
The African sound, the jazzy sound, the popish sound, something that people.
Who inspires you in music industry?
I listen a lot to I listen a lot to a lot of jazz. I listen a lot to Don Kumbo.
Okay.
Don Kumbo is the guy
Who you love?
Yeah, that's morely close to my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chase Marabini, that kind of chase.
Yes, Chess is my brother. Yeah.
Who would you say currently they're doing better or music yakithi as it is? Ucabanga ngayo labaculi bakithi silabo Khwabarati silabo Msizk, lot of all these other artists. Who would you say yabona laba ngabantu bahamba ngeline right kakhulu ukuthi
they're going somewhere.
I've listened a lot to Msizk, but I've never met the guy. But I've been listening a lot to his music. I've heard people talking positively about him.
Would you want to work with him maybe one day?
Yes, I would love to. Yes, I would love to. Yes.
I hear MJ Sings is planning a tour to South Africa.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I haven't been following up on that.
Don't you think maybe staying out of touch also from Sim Tabanye Benzani, kuyakwenza vele you end up staying out of touch with the industry?
Maybe I don't know how I feel. I feel. You know how
do you feel hopeless?
No, I don't.
Do you still have hope in yourself when as an artist?
Yes, I do.
To say, look.
Yes, I still
have got that energy.
Yes, I've got that energy, and I'm
still hungry for success.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if these youngsters, like I was saying, going back, MJ Sings is coming to South Africa.
Yes.
He recently did a private show. He wants to do something similar here. Kuthiwe sicela ukuthi umvulele wena as a legend, would you open for a younger artist?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Or feeling that you so down?
No. Let the young ones shine as well.
And the nice thing about him, he's somebody that sometimes when called, even in Patelon, comes and performs.
Yes.
Right. There was a time when you performed at a Joshua Mqabuko event in Lip.
Yes.
And people pulled you. Do you still remember?
Yes, I do.
What happened?
That moment, I don't know, maybe it was the type of song that I was
singing.
I was singing.
What happened?
Which song was it?
It was Ndiwe, obvious.
So do you feel like it was a language thing?
That's how I felt.
Did you think it through when you're going to such an event?
Maybe somewhere I underestimated the whole theme of.
No. Not the whole theme of the event. Don't you as maybe an artist consider maybe an audience? Or you think maybe the audience was not fair to you? They would have just maybe, even if they didn't like the song, allowed you to sing, finish it, right? Instead of them booing you to the point that you even failed to finish up that song.
I think I thought maybe people would accept
it. Because it was a banger and people loved it.
People
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
But now, how did you feel about it?
Don't
Don't you feel maybe people used you? Their anger, and then they used you to
sort of express
their feelings then.
There are a lot of things that I think about whatever happened there.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know. It's still a mystery for me, you know.
Yeah. When you're not hurt.
Because even you remember the newspapers about that. I believe maybe some journalists phoned you. Was it you today or was it Chronicle?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
When you're not hurt.
I was kind of.
And disappointed.
But disappointed at the same time because a lot happened. I don't know.
What is it that is it? What this a lot that happened? What is it?
Hey, there are certain things that I don't even want to even push myself to. But it was fun. You know, it was fun.
Or did you feel?
Maybe it was the song.
No. There's nothing wrong with the song. Because you can't say it was the song.
Maybe it was the
song is loved. If you go to YouTube right now, it's got the biggest views of anything that you've produced.
Even people are angry at you that you're not even giving them.
That way where
you check the comments there.
People are asking.
On that song.
No, I haven't.
You see that other problem. Before we go there, what happened? There's this thing that is inside you that you don't want to share.
I feel like maybe I was just part of a thing that wasn't.
No. Because you can't say that because we were celebrating Joshua Nkomo, right? So you can't say singing Ndiwe at a Joshua Nkomo event. It's wrong.
Because his father is Zimbabwe.
Yes. Don't you think so?
Maybe somehow people felt, you know how people feel.
You were but you were hurt.
How do people feel?
Like on the, pulling the race card sometimes.
No, the tribe card.
Yeah,
that's what I want
the race card.
The tribe. That's what I want us to discuss here, because these are issues that are out there, and I believe when maybe you've received, it wasn't the first time maybe where you've received something similar, because right now. Let's say you're coming from a country whereby most of the time such issues of tribal cards are thrown. Especially now, how does that make you feel being a person that, look, I know you view yourself as a Zimbabwean, right? Eloquent in both Shona and Ndiwe. You've never seen a problem with it. But now you're coming to this event where you're thinking, I'm coming to sing for Zimbabweans. And I know they love the song Ndiwe. And now they are booing me because you couldn't finish the song.
Yes.
People were booing. What happened? What was in your mind?
A lot.
Don't you think maybe there is you as an artist, was it the first time for you facing such?
I think it was my first time.
Okay, if you sang maybe in the Bele songs, they say in Harare, in the parts of Jonalet.
Yes, and they would love it.
And they will clap hands.
Yes.
So the problem only happens when you are this side.
It kind of showed me.
But it was the first time.
It was the first time.
Did it happen ever again after
but
that?
In Bulawa, you could sing in Shona and then people would celebrate.
Yeah, people would accept.
So you didn't understand why?
I didn't understand why.
Yes.
Since that day, what's your take on the issue of tribe, Ndebele versus Shona?
I mean, it's only
Being Ndebele that can speak hard as a Zulu.
Yeah.
Yes. How does it make you feel?
It kind of it's affect us somewhere. It will affect themselves most of the time.
Okay.
In as much as you'll be trying to cater for the other
people also.
The other people who are saying, but you know.
But don't you think maybe it's a
But at the end of the day, they love it.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we make it so that they love it.
From when you started making music, where have you received the most support?
All the love, I can say everything started in Bulawayo. So that's where I got a lot of my support. But I think maybe for me drifting to H-Town at some point because I was doing a lot of shows in Harare.
The love grew that side.
Yes, I was doing a lot of shows there. So I stayed there most of.
Don't you think maybe if you would have stayed there, maybe
you'd be big by now?
Maybe. Yeah, I also think so.
What has stopped you from getting your own stable and producing now all these young artists that are coming up? Yeah, and maybe saying, I think these 22 years maybe, Ngabo Sufan, Abo Ringo, Abo, those people that maybe you still produce music, you still sing, but you are now more into production.
Mentoring and writing.
Yes. Having your own stable where you nurture talent as well, where you create proper contracts for these other young ones. Don't you think you would have contributed to the music industry again?
I would have if I had
resources.
If I had the resources, if I had enough resources to do that, and if I had enough people to support me on
industry a bit. Let's start by looking at the holistic Zimbabwean music industry. What is your take?
Yeah, there's a lot I think that needs to be done.
Like
the way I feel. But it's I think for other people it's working out. I don't know, maybe like in the Bulawayo side. I feel that's where there's that's where we've got a lot of disadvantages.
Like disadvantages, like which disadvantages?
Mostly like what I noticed before I left. There's a lot of unrecognized, a lot of Bulawayo artists who are very good, but they are not getting enough recognition.
Should they be recognized, or they should take their art to the people? Because sometimes, like we were saying earlier on, you've got the talent. We know, we see it, we have seen you.
Yes.
But we don't see your stuff out there. How is the industry going to recognize that talent if it's not put out?
I think it's more of maybe a strategy. Maybe we have to come up with a good strategy, maybe of taking our products to that side.
But why do we need to take our products to that side? Is there a need?
There's not, like now I don't see any need, because now I see radio stations around all over, like most guys
Kulmani FM.
So do you think what they need is corporate, is support?
Yeah, it's support
from the government and also from corporate.
True that.
Yeah,
that's
to say remember, Jofi, these are artists. So all what they have is talent.
Yeah.
And that's all what they have. They're making music, that's all what they know. So it is up to the society now to support them. It is up to the stations to interview them.
Yeah.
Or podcast Yabantu. So that no, look, here's a platform. We know you, and you are not forgotten.
Yes.
And the people will appreciate this episode.
Yes.
You will see for yourself, even on the comment section. People will be longing for your music. Like comments underneath your song that you haven't seen. Maybe Jofi, I'll share with him 3 or 4 comments there.
I just want to share one. This is by Lisa Ellen 1 year ago. She says, just tuned in today, September 2020. Goosebumps all over. Memories floating. Oh gosh, help. This is your song, Ndiwe. Right?
Give him another one.
The other one says, I used to love this song, especially the video. He had so much passion. I think I was in grade 5. God bless you, Otis, wherever you are. You see, what it shows, what I want to, they miss you, right? This one, listen to this. This one says, this was my Jay's last dedication to me. Then it says, R.I.P. Ndiwe, which means this person dedicated this song.
How special this song was to the person.
Otis killed this track. That's another one. Where are you, Otis? really, I don't ever think there will be such an artist like you. All right, let me go to the last one. This one, it really touched me when I saw it. Says, he has gone quiet. It's a shame, Ray.
Maybe you check where these comments are underneath. You see, Otis Ngwabi, Ndiwe. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even know Swag Forex.
No, I've not seen them actually. It's my first time.
But they have got your song here.
Yeah.
With more than 11,000 views.
That's your money.
Yes. And you see, wait, this guy. This person commented 4 months ago.
Yeah.
You see, people are still looking for you.
5 years ago, 2 years ago.
So sometimes for people to support you,
you
need to be available for them. Don't you think so? And keep on where there's no door and making those doors, pushing, collaborating with all these upcoming and availing yourself. Knocking those doors and making ones where there are no doors. Ube khona for Yabantu and continue making music for them. Maybe yes, we might blame lack of support to say or club is everything. But if I come also my business, you understand?
Yes,
now they've collaborated with people like Follow Me. So maybe if you keep on pushing, people like Maporisa, I think they can even use your voice. Your voice is big. Your voice is big to the point where as long as you give people what they want. So it's our appeal to Umphakathi Wakithi, business people, radio stations, Skies, Kulumani. These are unforgotten people.
Yes.
That this is talent.
Yes.
That we need.
Yeah, we want to see you in the diaspora, touring, making shows. We want to see you working with the ancestors of Vusa Omkaya,
yes.
We want to see you in Rupen and all these other people, because right now we have legends that we knew, but it's now even difficult to call them legends because we don't know where they are, and we don't want to see the same with you. Never I get emotional, especially when I see some of your stuff online, but we don't see you. Right now, sesikhulumile ekhona othina, I want to meet up with this guy. What do you have in your hands right now?
What is the project? What are the projects at the end? Are you working on anything? Singly or a video? What is it that you're working on?
There's a song that I was that I produced with Mr. Brown.
Oh wow!
Called Lobola. That's a song that we worked on. It was it's a single though after Unomza.
Is it out?
It's not yet out. I haven't released it.
Why?
I'm still looking for a company to release it with.
Why wait for a company because what if that doesn't happen anytime soon? So was I called?
No, I'm still looking for a like what I was suggesting, that I'm still looking for the right. I need the right to put together the right funds in order to push the song. It's very difficult to push it without funds. You need the video. You need to register the song.
Have you knocked doors so far because of that song? If you go to listen to this.
Yes, I have.
And
I've been sending it to they love it. They love it a lot.
Then where is the support?
The thing is now they can't. I don't know. Maybe I've been sending it to the wrong people.
What genre is it?
It's Afro beat kind of.
Yeah.
It's a nice track.
So now, in terms of now we live in the times of the Internet of Things. The digital space is open for you guys. Uti la mama company la manye engathi awazwakali. You can still make money online. Maybe you know what's happening there.
Maybe I'm still like I haven't considered going that route maybe.
But you need to maybe. Lana, maybe this is not a question.
Well, since I released my last project with Content Connect Africa, I was thinking of going back to them again, asking for them for a distribution deal.
But don't you think now these companies are still going to do the same thing where these deals are not going to be favorable to you? What is the because there has to be a solution. Because these companies, remember, they want to eat and they will chow. What else can be done beside being signed to someone else?
I think the most best decision now is just being independent.
Are you working on that?
I'm looking for a better deal. If I can find a better deal that can satisfy me.
Because now, let's sort of to cut you off there. Nomzamo, Ndiwe, and all these other songs I saw that you have there. These songs, if they are being streamed online, or your Deezer, your Spotify, and stuff like that, definitely there's something that is going to come out of there. Are those songs available on online platforms, digital platforms?
Yes, they are.
Are you making money from that?
Actually, in Ndiwe, I don't know what's the story.
Because you don't own the copyright.
Yeah, because I don't own the copyright.
So there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Because now it's I always see it getting it's posted out there. I don't even know who's making money out of it.
But don't you think maybe doing things like a remix on Ndiwe, right?
I was actually thinking.
Looking for stakeholders to work with. And then you do a remix on Ndiwe, and then you start pushing. Don't you think, you know, people love songs that are nostalgic, that remind them of like if you listen to read those comments, they remind them of certain moments. There's a lot of storytelling in your song, Ndiwe, where people look back and think. Don't you think it's a song that maybe you need to remix?
And I can tell you, these people didn't just bump into this. They
looked for it.
If they find it in a platform where they can buy it,
they'll buy it.
Definitely buy it.
And they'll support you.
Yeah, true. So I think somehow, there's something that's not right.
Don't you think Unomzamo in a story that someone was even threatening you with death? Is it Nomzamo?
Yeah, it was on Nomzamo.
The chorus. Etienne Balayo and stuff like that. Something went wrong maybe from there. Like we're spiritual beings, all of us. Don't you think someone wabamba something from there?
But why would someone want to kill you?
No, the thing is, we on this song. There's a friend of mine that I used to go to. He plays guitar. He plays guitar. So we used to work together. We used to work together and would come up with songs. And then this other time, the song came up. Nomzamo. I put lyrics, and he also came with his own lyrics on the song. So that's how it was created. That's how it was.
So who owned the song?
Both of us owned the song. Even in terms of registration or something, the guy is there.
Is there?
Yeah.
So what then? How did that go sour now when he was now threatening you? Did you feel like maybe you made more money than him from the song?
I think it was maybe something that scared that Molly made the whole thing to have a pass. It was it was Zulu Boy's feature. That's all.
So he only started fighting after the Zulu Boy feature.
Yeah, after they heard the song, I think.
You had not communicated with him when you went into studio, or when you said you didn't know Zulu Boy was gonna be.
No, we did. I did.
And what was the conversation like?
The conversation was it was good. He gave me a go ahead at first, but somehow I think the whole thing became a turmoil after the Zulu Boy feature. And I had already started on the project since he had given me a go ahead before. You understand? So I had already started on the project. I couldn't go back. I had to push going forward. But like on percentages, I had to be fair. I gave him something.
Did you give him something?
Yes, he's there, like on
something.
Yeah.
So like I think as I was saying, with Undodalo, he has been narrating his story from mishaps from back in the day to recent times where kulezinto eziningi ezingahamba kahle ama-contract angaqedakali. We'll have to bury that. What did not happen, it's okay. Looking at what should happen and going forward, I think Undodalo ukoloda isizwe projects, izingoma, album, whatever it is, going forward with no pressure though. But abantu, judging from what they've been saying, digital platforms, people are waiting for some offerings from you. And ngicela wena bese ngicela umphakathi bese ngicela isizwe ukuthi I don't know in whichever way that we can support this man here. Abamaziyo, you know how talented he is. Abangamaziyo, you will know after this. Just search him. There's no direct link, but search you will know what we talk about. You heard him at Etula earlier on. In which way? But we need to come together and see this guy coming back again.
I can't agree with you more, Jovi, to say I think this man deserves another chance in life. And each chance without the pressure on his side, but Tina, some parts of the community. Up to Ilizwe lonke nje. Abo Nash Pains. I know this thing gets watched. Kubo Harari podcast Yabantu everywhere. Otinashe Mtarisi, Labo Passion Java. To say when you remembered Rocky, you forgot also to remember Abandafala Otis Ngwabi that are still alive here, and they are still singing like nobody's business, and they deserve another life as an artist. They've got a lot to offer, and they are ready to offer to society. I want to get business people. Even artists as a corner, stables that are there, and radio stations that are there. Omadlela. Otis and I mean, I want to live Villa because if you look at our platforms, we are wondering there's no activity. Like it doesn't have it touch with the current affairs. So when it comes to industry, I mean, I refuse to think Uti maybe he's unfortunate on some of these things. But I was telling you, Jovi, Otis live Villa, live Villa, and he needs to know Uti
what's happening.
Isn't just Kongote Hambayo.
True.
And if Luto, people won't notice him. He needs to be out there trying and pushing. And I tell you, the world will appreciate your talent the way we are appreciating it. Tinasi podcast Yabantu stay Nancy exclusive. Abayaba Mazi, Abayaba Mas. But Madunga Mas. Tina, we grew up vibing to about Otis Ndiwe, about
Banakatanga kukona, kutoba chiro chemoyo, achiso chako kundibata, kuzoro za fungwa zako. Banakatanga kukona, kutoba chiro chemoyo, achiso chako kundibata, kuzoro za fungwa zangu. Ndiwe mudiwa wangu, ndiwe wandinoda. Ndiwe mudiwa wangu, ndiwe wandinoda.
Ingoma language, which language? Ingoma cuts across universal.
That's the beauty of art.
That's the beauty of art, beauty of music. This is where from the horse's mouth. Ziyadinda kamama. Ziko dinda ya. zisimbi zezwane ze-urban groups.
Danko. Sicela ukubona to begin with. Sicela ukubona Otis kuma-gigs la, kuma-birthday party, what. Otis, ukhulumile umfowethu, I think into lana ikhulumile is also very important. Get in touch with the people, society.
Okay.
Digital platforms were created for that.
Asisukela asalindi radio station. Ama-groups asakhane live and emthunzini. Ama-codes.
Sifuna ukuzwa kuthiwa u-Otis ukwanandisa khona.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Come be in touch with the community for it to you have the talent. Lokho vela kubuzwa. uNkulunkulu uzofika kubuza uzakubuza phambili uthi
wenzani ngesipho lesengakupha sona.
What did you do?
Yes.
Siyabonga sayidede indawo this for me this has been the most powerful episode because we are seeing we speak life over this man. We are seeing him coming back as a podcast Yabantu, and we're gonna come back here part 2 as a tour album.
Sesizofakaza ukuthi this episode made me.
Yes.
It is our duty ukuthi mangani omunye uyayekethisa.
Yes.
Sibe support system for each other.
Yes.
Ungalanda ukuthi omdala nomncane nguphi.
Yes.
But thina celebrateane and give this man his flowers.
Yes.
Esaphila. Singathi ngase ukuthi kwakukhona abantu abathile.
Yeah.
Celebrate our own hero, celebrate abantu bethu. Sibaphakamise njalo. When they give us content that we can consume, consume, support, sithenge. Please utholakala kwa ama platforms.
On Facebook, Otis Ngwabi Masuku. On Instagram as well, Otis Ngwabi Masuku. On Twitter again, Otis Ngwabi Masuku. Yeah. Yeah.
Sayithethe indawo sabonga abahlali akukho konye sesingakutsho sicela uqala ukumlandela laye sicela ukuthi respond back by giving us content music. Subscribe bani, li share.
Subscribe, share. Danko.